Hey, everybody. It is time for us to have another discussion about the shy. Make sure that you are dropping your questions in the comment section. I will make sure to get to everybody's comments. We have a lot to talk about because I did not see that coming. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think that that was going to be the shooter. If you guys have not watched this week's episode 6 of The Shy Candyman, stop what you're doing, go do what you need to do, and then come back here because I don't want nobody saying that I spoiled something for them. So, y'all, what was your reaction when you saw that the person who shot Otis was Brandon's mama? What were your thoughts? Because I was just sitting there like, oh my goodness. And then when she basically said, like, you ain't ish and you don't get to be a hero, you ruined my life, confirming that he was the one who was behind, killing Brandon. Brandon's dead because he was talking to the feds, he was snitching. And so he had to do what he had to do in order to make sure that his plan of becoming mayor actually played out. So I don't know if like Otis is gonna retaliate. I felt like when Otis like woke up, even though I do want to give a side note before I even get into that, it really felt like Rosalind actually cared about Otis. I was like, Rosalind, I didn't think you actually gave a damn about this man, but you could tell like she was. I mean, my girl didn't have no makeup on. She had on a whole sweatsuit. I ain't never seen her in no regular clothes on this show. So I just felt like Roz really cared about him. And then he was doing her dirty after he woke up. And so I was just like, wow, dang, Rosalind actually got a heart. I was pretty shocked about this. So, yeah, I'm still shook, y'all. I wasn't expecting it. And maybe also, too, because I wasn't expecting them to, like, open the scene with that. But, yeah, I thought it was going to be Tracy who found him just because she's supposed to be meeting him at the roof. So I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm just shocked at this point. But yeah, it was Brandon's mama who shot him. It didn't seem like he was going to retaliate because when Roz asked him, like, who shot you? He was like, it was Brandon's mom. And, I did what I had to do. And he was kind of like, she did what she had to do. So I don't know necessarily of what's going to happen. I guess if nothing's gonna happen, it is weird that like they would have her come back. And I mean, my girl just came back so smooth, like, yeah, ho, I came to shoot you real quick. I said, girl, you supposed to be in the South minding your business. So I don't know what the hell is gonna happen with that. But I was very shocked. I was shocked by the whole thing. So yeah. Hey, Miss J, thank you, boo. Happy birthday is now or never. Oh, you got a pretty smile. Okay, you better have a little nice smile. I see you, boo. So, yes. So, I'm still shook. It is what it is. So, let's keep it moving. So, we see that Roz is taking over for him. He is not happy about it. That mean mug that he gave her when she was basically like, I'm going to take over for now. You get better. You're going to have a good comeback story. Let me handle this. I was like, okay. He mean mugged the hell out of her. I need to know what happened between them to make him hate Roz the way that he hates her. Because that hate is on a different level. That hate is on I look at you and I am disgusted to even have to be in your presence. I thought he was going to wake up, see his wife, being there for him, and he was just going to, I thought that, love was going to make his way. Love was going to find themselves again, but I just, whoo, baby. So y'all have issues with tonight's episodes. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I was at my godson's birthday party, and I got all these damn mosquito bites. I didn't even know I had these many bites until today. They itching. So, Miss J said, I felt like they had her come back to really put an end to that whole brand. Yeah, because a lot of people, you're right, Miss J. A lot of people were like, Brandon's gonna come back. Brandon's still alive. And they was like, no, since you guys keep asking us these questions, let's just make it crystal clear for you that Brandon is dead. Okay, he's not coming back. This is why he died. This is who killed him. So don't ask me no more questions about whether or not, Jason Mitchell is going to ever come back to the shop, because he did. So, Alyssa, it seems like, is it Alicia? I don't want to be messing up people's names now. I felt like how she shot him, like she had been planning this her whole life. Like since season 3 happened, or the end of season 2, I felt like she was like, I waited my whole life. I practiced day and night to make sure that I could shoot you one good time. Okay, because she was fed up. She shot him like, baby, I already know I got the smoke. Okay. So I felt like this is something she's been working towards. Oh, thank you, Taurus. I appreciate you. Yes, we do need a backstory. You said you're just going to stick to watching reviews. Bad enough there's not enough Chicago-born actors as regulars and the storylines are stupid. Dang, y'all feel like I felt last week. Okay, y'all real upset. All right. I ain't mad at you. I respect it. So, Alicia. Okay, Alicia. See? Thank you, boo. Okay, so to finish up his whole thing, so then Tracy comes, and I didn't like this scene. This whole thing of everyone trying to push this romance between Tracy and between Otis. I'm gonna call him Doodah, because every time I say Otis, I be thinking in my head, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. I think that every time I say Otis, so I'm gonna say Doodah for the rest of this, okay? So I don't like this storyline that they're trying to push with Tracy and Doodah. I feel like Tracy would never go for someone like Doodah. Like the previous seasons, Tracy would never go for somebody like Doodah. If she couldn't handle everything happening with Ronnie, I don't feel like she could have handled, she would never go for somebody like Doodah. So, and then her coming in being like, did you just do this to F me? Like, you rejected the funding. I said, now, Beesh, you see this man sitting in this hospital bed. He just got shot. And the first thing you're going to say is you rejected my funding? Like, you didn't put 2 and 2 together that was probably Rise after Rise had literally did a whole press conference to the public. You couldn't put 2 and 2 together. I was just like, so haven't make sense for me. I just felt like that was very melodramatic. It didn't make sense. Anybody with a brain would have been able to figure out that Rise is running the mayor's office. She did it to spite Tracy. I don't know why she came to him to do all of that. So it is what it is. So we do see that Rosalind does have a press conference, and she talks about how, the police should be looking for the killer. It's obvious that the Chicago PD, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in the first place. Ever since we decided to defund the police, the media hasn't been treating us right. So at this point, she basically says that she basically ends up making a statement like, they need to step up or get run over. And I was like, okay, girl. I felt like that's not something that Rise would say. Just because she been getting on Doodah for saying stuff that she not supposed to be saying, he not supposed to be saying. So it was really weird that she said that, but I guess she was upset. She was trying to, I don't know if she's trying to make a political play for herself. She's trying to make it seem as though she can do a better job than Doodah. I don't know what the hell is happening, but she wasn't playing with the police officers. She was just like, either y'all gonna step up or you're gonna get run over. And I said, sis, but who you running them over with? Like, what is happening? But it is what it is. So we see towards the end of the episode, Doodah calls Trig to come and pick, him up from the hospital. And so Trig is asking the question that all of us had: why is your damn wife not picking you up from the hospital? So, like, what is happening? So at the end of the day, he was like, I don't have anyone I can trust anymore. And Imani was like, well, baby, let me tell you something. Trust, that ain't free no more. Okay? So I'm assuming she's going to make a deal with Doodah that they're going to protect him in exchange for helping get the girls out of the house, and we saw this in the previews for next week's episode. Something's not going to go right with Trigg, so I guess we have to figure out everything that is happening. So let's check the comments for any doodah related things, and then I'm gonna get to what y'all want to talk about. I'm gonna get to Gemma and Kevin and his entanglement with Jake. So let's see. I'm gonna get to Emma David. Okay, true, but we needed to see Duda in the sex scene. I think that's how we got Tracy in the storyline. I mean, you could have brought somebody new to be a new love interest. Sure, you could have put me on there to be Duda love interest. I'm available. But I just think it was weird with Tracy. That's still just weird to me. So last season they said that Raj cheated on Duda, and I guess that's why he's still mad. But that's it. Like, he that mad over her cheating, like he wasn't cheating too. I don't know about that. So everybody Tracy slept with died or about to die. I'm sick of her. I think we all sick of her and Duda. So yeah. So Roz wants Duda to hurt the way that he hurts her, but it's not working. Yeah, he just don't care. Like, you gotta let that go. Okay. I've been waiting for Duda to have a love interest since the show started, but this Tracy and Duda never sat right with me. It don't sit right in my spirit, okay? It don't. The sex scene, it was ruined with having his wife sit there and watch. I was like, y'all, this is too much. Why is it the mayor shooting the talk of the town? None of the characters are really reacting. Yeah. You are right. No one did have any reaction at all. Oh, baby, I didn't forget that love scene on the desk now. I didn't forget that. It's like, dude, I was never shot. None of the characters are talking about it. Yeah, but I mean, everybody hate him too. So, like, I feel like they just don't care. You said, dude, I'm ruthless. He doesn't care. No. Okay. That's all about them. Let's talk about Kevin and Gemma and Jake. Okay, I know that's all y'all want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I was like, Kevin, so you seriously finna just throw a pencil at Jake? Like, like, you even let it, I wouldn't have even let that whole confrontation go into the weekend. I would have took the limo or took the car and would have been waiting at Jake's house for Jake to get home, and we would have had to fight it out right then and there. I just didn't understand what was the purpose of him throwing a pen, and then for Gemma to like pick the pen up and hand it back to him, like, don't. I was like, bitch, if you don't get out of Kevin's face right now, because I'm mad at you too. So then he ends up pushing Jake. They get into a fight in the middle of the damn classroom. Then Kevin ends up hitting the teacher by mistake. All the white kids looking shook. The teacher looking shook, like, I don't get paid enough to be dealing with these raggedy ass kids punching me. Gemma looking shook. Jake looking shook. I was just like, I mean, at the end of the day, Jake deserved to catch them hands. Gemma lucky that Keisha is going through something right now, because I would have called my sister and had her come put hands on Gemma too. Okay, I just didn't. Kevin better than me. I would have been waiting for him. It would have been on site. Like, as soon as you walk into the school building, actually, you wouldn't have even made it into the school building, because it would have been on site. I would have been on your doorstep waiting for you, okay? Or I would have been, as soon as you got off that bus, baby, you was going to catch these hands, all right? So, also, okay, so he ends up getting suspended indefinitely, right? And so I was feeling his mama. I know people going to say that his mom checked out, but at the end of the day, when she basically said, like, if she was like, if you want to F up your life, do what you want to do. Because I think at this point, his mom has tried so much. Like, she put Kevin in therapy, remember? After the whole thing that happened in season 1, she had Kevin in therapy. Okay? She tried just giving him space. She tried putting him in a new school. It was like, I've done all I can do. And I was happy when Dre was having this conversation when he was like, you can't waste your life. Like, this is a pivotal time in your life that is going to make or break who you are as a person, and is going to make or break your future. And it's just like, you just don't care. Like, your choices matter. And then when he basically fixed his lips to be like, so I'm not on punishment, and then he was like, well, can I go hang out with Papa? Bitch, what? You really felt that you really felt it was okay to sit up here and ask, can you go hang out with your friends after you literally just got kicked out of school, basically? You got suspended. I don't understand it. So, okay, let's see. David said, I'm not trying to project blame on Tanina, but she really isn't in Kev's life. I don't know. I feel like she was doing a lot with him. I mean, she was there for him when he was going through his stuff, and then Keisha was gone. I mean, Nina's been through a lot as well. Like, I mean, he needs to be sent to a boot camp. I probably would have sent him to a boot camp somewhere to just get away from the surroundings. To be honest, I would have just moved my whole family away, because what they are going through, like, I would have had to take Kevin out the environment. Honestly, after he ended up shooting Ronnie, I would have been like, yeah, we gotta go. We can't stay here. Like, we have to go, because it's clear that you got that from him. He has had to deal with so much at such a young age. And I felt that when he was saying, like, I just want to be a kid. Like, can I be a kid? I have dealt with murder, like death, kidnapping, rape, like all these crazy things that's happened to him and his family. Like, that's a lot for somebody to like do. So you said Nina is too focused on Dre when both her kids going through it. I mean, I think Nina doing the best that she can. I mean, I don't know how anybody else would navigate this differently outside of just moving away. His ass would have been in boot camp. I'm sorry. He would have just been in boot camp after this whole fiasco. But we see that, when he tells Dre, like, I just want to be a kid. And when Dre has to be honest and just be like, that's not a luxury that you have. It's not. Like, I wish you could be a kid, but that's not where we're at, unfortunately, So, and it sucks, because I do agree with you. Kevin isn't bad. It's just he's dealing with so much that, he don't have no choice but to act out at this point. I do think that he's a good kid at heart. I just think at the end of the day, I feel like every time that Kevin is trying, something else happens. And it's just like, damn, like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. But yes, I think that Nina is doing the best she can, but she also needs a village. Yeah, I totally agree. We see that he ends up going to talk to Emmett. Well, he was forced to talk to Emmett because Dre forced him to go help out. And essentially, Emmett actually did give him some good advice until he didn't, because we saw that he ended up running into this girl who Dre is actually counseling. And then Emmett is like, oh, well, the best way to get over somebody. And I was like, Emmett, don't do this. Please don't do this. But I was like, damn, y'all gave Kev a love interest real fast. Like, could we let the episode digest before y'all had him? Could y'all let the episode digest before you have him bump into this new girl that's clearly going to be his new love interest? So I was a little confused about all of that. So I do like that. And don't worry, I'm going to get to the whole Papa's pulpit. I do love that he gave his sister a gift at the end of the episode. I really do miss seeing them bond together. I wish we could see more interactions with them that we actually get to see now. But we do see that at the end of the episode, he ends up having a meeting with the school. And basically, he takes responsibility. And he says that he apologizes for his behavior. And he talks about, like, I want to be here. I'm sorry, I'm tired as hell. He says, I want to be someone that they can be proud of, that all of you can be proud of, but they still kick him out of school. Which I'm like, damn, like, Kevin can't catch a break. But at the end of the day, like, there's consequences to your actions. And they let Kev get away with drinking and doing drugs on a school trip. Like, I mean, Kevin has gotten away with a lot. And I'm just like, you should have been expelled after the drinking on the college visit. But they let you go. So at this point, like with the fighting, I was just like, I can't even be mad at old dude. But I guess we got to talk about Papa's pulpit so we can get to the real part that y'all want to talk about. Okay, so you said that thing with the girl made me roll my eyes. Kevin don't need another love interest. I was like, baby, it's too much. It's too much. Well, here's the thing though, because I didn't like when he was like, well, if I was a white kid, Kevin, you just got caught drinking and doing drugs on a college visit. This was only 2 episodes ago. Like, you literally just got in trouble for that. So I was just like, at the end of the day, I couldn't even be mad. He literally got caught doing drugs and drinking drunk. Like, come on now. Yes. Like, it was too much. It was too much. I couldn't even be mad about it. But let's talk about Papa's pulpit, okay? We're going to talk about Papa's pulpit, and then we're going to come back to the entanglement. So, Papa wants to cancel his podcast because things aren't going fast enough for him. And I was like, man, I've been there before. I felt this whole conversation of him talking about he wants to get these guest stars on here. He wants to have all these people watching. And it's just like, you feel like no matter what he does, like nobody's actually listening. Nobody's watching. I was like, baby Papa, if I could tell you then what I knew now about my own journey, I said, baby, you're going to stop before you hit your breakthrough. You better keep going, Papa. So I like that Maisha talks about how maybe you need to focus on your community. You know, a lot of people care more about the people in their community than necessarily what all of these celebrities have going on. And I love that Maisha, she continues to encourage him and be there for him because, you know, Papa was really selfish this episode. Oh, he was a terrible friend. He was a terrible boyfriend. He was a terrible person this episode. So Maisha finds out that they want to do a cover story for a magazine about her rapping, how her videos have been going viral. So the first thing that Papa says, first of all, he looked real salty that she was like getting this type of recognition. And then he was like, oh, well, we could talk about Papa's pulpit. I said, baby, they didn't say they wanted to do a cover story on Papa's pulpit. They said they want to do a cover story on Maisha. So why are you even bringing up what you're trying to do? Like, he's so jealous and he doesn't even realize how jealous he is. But I love how she looked for her photo shoot. I love that her mom was there to support her. I love that she's getting the support that she needs from family too. But when the lady asked her the question on where they can find her music, and he brings up Papa's pulpit, because at first I was like, why Papa sitting so close to her and she being interviewed? I was really confused about this. And so he hands her the card, like, you can find it on Papa's pulpit. But I was really proud of Maisha for being able to check Papa, do it in a respectful way so he can fully receive it, but also for her understanding that what he did was wrong. And that at the end of the day, I support you all the time, but it's a difference when it's my time to shine. There's a difference between that, okay? So he basically, like, I felt like she said it to him in a really nice way, but at the end of the day, he took it the wrong way because he can't see how selfish she was being as her partner. And so towards the end of the episode, she ends up asking for space, and I guess that they're going to break up. But I was really happy that Maisha was able to recognize that it's okay for her to shine, that she doesn't have to dim her light in order to make her boyfriend feel better. I really like Maisha. I wish that I had Maisha's confidence, that I had Maisha's knowledge at her age. Hell, even in most recent years, okay? I really like that she was able to advocate for herself, to be able to call an issue out, to try to fix it, but to also know, like, hey, I need space. Like, if you can't be supportive of me, how I'm supportive of you. Like, we just can't do this. Like, I was totally here for all of that. But I do have an issue. I talked about this last week, I think. Why does Papa's daddy still have a congregation? And why have we still not addressed what happened with Papa with taking the bribe and all of that last season? I don't know if they thought I forgot, but I did it. And I've been asking, what happened to Papa? Like, what happened to Papa's daddy? Like, why does he still have a congregation? Why are people still going to his church? I don't understand what the heck is happening. Okay, I just don't understand what the hell is happening right now. So yeah, but let's talk about what y'all really want to talk about. Let's talk about this meetup they have. Okay. You said my Isha mom still trash. Talking about she going to graduate, but she was leaving her at home with all her siblings. That's why look, she doing better, y'all. She doing better. You said Papa Daddy ain't the first crooked preacher. He ain't gonna be the last crooked preacher anywhere. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, we ain't forgot that he was in trouble. I don't understand what the heck happened. So we gotta talk about Papa's pulpit. So because Papa is so desperate to get subscribers, to get people listening to his podcast, he decides that he's going to exploit his friend's relationship drama, right? And so he basically ambushes Kevin and has Gemma and Jake show up. I was shocked that Maisha like didn't tell him like this is selfish as hell. Like, why are you doing this? And I was even more confused. Like, Kev, why did you agree to like embarrass yourself like this on Clubhouse? Then I was like, I guess shout out to Clubhouse for this like little endorsement that they have, since ain't nobody really using Clubhouse like that no more. So yeah. So Kevin Dumbutt agrees. Then Gemma and Jake agreed to sit down and have a conversation. So when Papa said, I can feel the spirit, I said, sir, don't do that. That ain't nothing but the devil. I was really confused how any of that like happened. I'm just so confused that all of this even went down in the first place. So I did like Papa's title though about healing wounds inflicted by those you love. I was like, that's a good title. I said a lot of adults would tune into that conversation. But okay, so I got a lot of flack last week because I said that Jake nor Kevin deserves Gemma. And I'm not excusing Gemma for her behavior because she's wrong as hell as well, okay? But what Gemma said to Kevin, I felt that. So basically Kevin was like, you know, how did this happen? And they're going back and forth. And then when Gemma said, like, if you were, when he was like, I can't be there with you for every single thing. Yes, Kalana, it's on Showtime. And she basically said, but if you were passionate about something, I will support you, but you don't care about anything. Now, I see this in two different things, right? I see this in two different ways. So if this were a normal time, I feel Gemma, because at the end of the day, I can't be the only person who has goals, who has dreams, who has something that they're striving towards. Because at the end of the day, if you have somebody who is complacent and who is okay with just doing nothing, I can't be with somebody like that. Like, I need someone who is going to hold me accountable when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to go towards my goals. And I'm going to do the same for that person. But I can't be with somebody who's not looking forward to anything. And so as much as I totally understood where Gemma was coming from, but I think also too, an issue that I've always had with Kevin and Gemma's relationship is that I never felt as though that Gemma ever took the time to really understand where Kevin was coming from, to understand everything that Kevin had been through, and to understand that he's lived a different life and he's had different circumstances than her. I think that she's never been able to really understand like who Kevin truly is and where he comes from. And I think that her privilege it blocks her from being able to understand Kevin's circumstances. So, but this is also too why I was like, but Gemma, I don't know what the hell goals and aspirations that Jake has. Jake ain't got no goals. He don't have no aspirations. Like, I truly believe deep down inside that I believe that Jake can be a good kid, but I don't think Jake got nothing going for himself either, baby. So that's why I was really confused as to her thought process with that. And this is why I still stand behind the fact that she don't need to be with either one of them. But then when she said that she loves Kevin, but she needs something different, I was like, well, Gemma, what do you need? Because I feel like you want the guy who wasn't trying to mess with you, but now he's trying to mess with you. And you kind of want this bad boy vibe because he's giving you attention now. Because at the end of the day, she told Jake the only reason she dated Kevin is because Kevin was the one who showed interest. Kevin's the one who spoke to her. You know, Jake wasn't feeling her like that. But now that Jake wanted to give her attention and she felt like Kevin wasn't giving her any attention, then essentially that's when she had interest in Jake. And so that's my whole issue with that. I feel like Gemma needs to just understand what she needs in general. I feel like she's giving whoever gives her attention at that time, that's who she's giving focus to. So I don't know. You said she need Big Papa. I don't think Big Papa can handle somebody like her either. I just don't. You said Gemma just likes the thug and Jake. Yeah, she probably do. She probably said she want a bad boy. You like Jake and Gemma? I mean, I can see it. They're both rebels. Jake's a rebel because he don't care. Gemma's a rebel because she's protected by her privilege. So she wants her cake and can eat it too. She was trying to have her cake and eat it too, but she got caught. She got caught up. Jake is just a cute bad boy. She likes that. Yeah, now I agree with this. He doesn't have goals besides sex. So that's why I just don't understand what she feels like she's going to get from Jake either. But I also, you said Kevin wasn't communicating with Gemma. Yeah, but I just think at the end of the day, this is why I don't believe in cheating. Because at the end of the day, the problem is with all of these relationships, okay, with Dre and Nina, with Kevin and them, with Maisha. Like, Maisha was actually communicating, but Papa it went over his head. But you can't cheat on somebody if you feel like they're not communicating with you. Then you need to tell them. You need to give somebody the opportunity to prove you wrong and do something different. I don't understand why no one decides. Gemma can talk about everything else, but she can't tell Kevin, I need you to communicate. I need you to talk to me. Like, if you don't, I'm going to break up with you. I don't understand. But like that is like my biggest pet peeve is not communicating. And I know sometimes for me, it can be too much. I'm a lie, but I'm always going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to be like, I don't like when you talk to me like this. I don't like when you do this. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I like you enough to tell you that this bothers me. So we can work on this. Because if it's going to be like this, I don't want to be with you. That's all I'm saying. So Kevin and Gemma just happened at the wrong time. After Keisha's situation and Kevin literally watching a kid get shot, his best friend and mentor dying, he's just going through a lot. I agree. I had to finish watching. Anyone notice the word B? What you mean B? Like, what? I don't elaborate on that, Zai. Gemma talked too damn much for Kevin to even open up to her. Okay, so I do want to talk about this though, because someone had made a comment about this. So I want to talk about what Maisha said, because she was right when she said just because you started with somebody doesn't mean that's the person that you're meant to be with. I think that she is so right. I think that there are people that come into your life that you have this great connection with, but it doesn't mean that you guys are meant to be with one another. I think that those people are put into your life to help you understand like what you want or what you need from your significant other, but that's still not the person. That's still not the person for me, right? So I felt Maisha with that. And I think that's why Maisha was kind of like, I don't need to be with Papa anymore. Like, I know who I am. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, we work great with one another. But as I'm ushering into this new chapter in my life, I just don't see a space for him. And so I totally got what Maisha was saying. But I want to talk about how, so Kev gets mad and storms out. And so basically we end up seeing that Trig ends up walking in on Gemma and Jake having sex, or about to have sex. So I like the conversation that Trig has with his brother, because I think it's something that we need to talk about so much more. I really like the writing with that conversation with his brother, because I think a lot of times we tell women to respect their bodies, but we don't tell our young boys to respect women, to respect sex, to understand that you have to take care of a woman, like you have to care about sex. And I don't understand how we teach like our little girls different things than what we teach. We tell our girls to sex is sacred. You should wait till marriage. And then it's like with boys, yeah, go sleep with any hoe you can find. Like F them girls, F them hoes, get money, sleep with whoever you want to. I really like that Trig sat him down and was like, you need to care about the people that you're sleeping with. You need to put effort into when you do have sex, with women, especially making sure that they're taken care of. Because a lot of dudes out here, I mean, and my parents watch it, I don't know what this feels like because I'm a virgin. But what I would say is a lot of these dudes out here, they be like, oh, I sleep with all these people. And it's like, but are you actually good in bed? Like, if I survey all of the women that you slept with, would they say you're good in bed? Because I don't think they would. I don't. I would think you probably slept with a lot of people, but you don't know how to please a lot of women. You are looking out for yourself, okay? So I think I really like that message of telling young men, like, protect your body. Like, it's not about her protecting her. You got to protect your body too. Like, you got to make sure the people that you're sleeping with is for a purpose. Because if not, it's just stupid. So I just don't understand. But I know people might have had an issue when Amani told Gemma that it's okay. Like, I am not going to shame you for something that we are meant to do. Right? So I like that she said that to her. Because in a normal situation, it would have been, oh, okay, Jake, I see you. You getting the goods. And then for Jim, it would have been like, you're a slut. I remember growing up, my mom was like, they have to see something different in you. You have to be different. Sex is bad. Like, I'm still a virgin, but I'm just saying, if I wasn't a virgin, I'm just saying, I don't think it's okay. I really hate that we shame women for being sexually free. I think that's a really huge problem. And I think that that's something that's so dangerous. I remember reading a story about how this young woman, she had grown up in a church and she had always been raised that sex is bad, that it's this bad thing that happens. And when she got to her wedding night, she saved herself for marriage. And when she got to her wedding night, she literally felt disgusted. She could not sleep with her husband because it was put in her mind since she was a young girl that sex is something so bad and so disgusting that she couldn't even sexually she couldn't even have sex with her husband, like the person that you waited your whole life to have sex with. I hate that we do that to our young girls. And I think that instead of shaming them or making them feel like they're some type of whore or a slut for having sex, I think we need to educate them on, like, you don't need to be giving this up to anybody. But at the end of the day, it might not be okay to have sex before marriage, but you don't have to feel dirty for having sex. I just really think that that needs to be something that's instilled in our young women, because at the end of the day, these kids don't have sex regardless. So you might want to, how can you praise a boy and shame a girl for doing the exact same thing? So I was okay with that. Now, Dad, why are you sitting up here lying on the Lord's Day? Why are you lying? Why are you lying like this, Dad? But I will say, at the end of the day, how would I feel about the entanglement between Gemma, Kev, and Jake? I think Jake is the wrongest one out of all of them, because at the end of the day, You didn't do nothing but talk smack about this girl this whole time. And then this is your best friend, and that's how you treat him? That's how you do him? So I think Jake is the worst one out of all of them. All right. He the worst one. He disrespectful. Gemma, she ain't ish either. But at the end of the day, like, Jake has known that boy forever. So I'm not okay with this whatsoever. And it's a weird transition. I can't get down with it. I don't know how they just okay with all of this, and why Papa was just like, oh, let's get everyone together. Like, nah, this is really awesome. Like, we not gonna be friends no more. Can't do it. Can't do it. Now, I did have a friend sleep with someone who I was kind of talking to at the time. We weren't in a relationship. It took a lot to get through. That took years. That took years of healing to get through. But we got through it. But at the end of the day, it's not like that was my best friend that I grew up with, like, from way back in the day. So I don't know. I just feel like some of the things that are happening is happening for the sake of drama, to have drama with the kids, to help them grow up a little bit on the show. So I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah. Thank you, John. Thank you, boo. Hey, Brandon. You don't know what we talking about. Thank you. This makeup is hours old. I was in interviews all day, doing some interviews for Fear Street in this movie called The Last Love Letter from Your Lover. But thank you, boo. I'm about to take this off as soon as I get done with this live. But I do want to address that Dead is lying, because I know that. And you saying that you're a virgin, stop it. But can you tell us what meat curtain is? Because that's the first time I heard of that. But how did y'all feel about the meeting between Gemma and, like, Gemma picking, Gemma's dad picking her up? Like, how did y'all feel about that? You said you saw Gemma dad come to pick Gemma looking like my daughter get around fast more than Emmett. For real, though. I mean, I'm just saying. Because I would have been like, I thought that he was best friends with your ex. Like, what is happening? But yeah. Keeping Up with Alexa, I think the transitioning could have been smoother. Writers definitely dropped the ball on that one. They definitely did. Yeah, but these are dudes. Like, he disrespected her. She disrespected him. That's on a different level. Don't be putting my comment on the suffragette. Whatever, lying ass. Oh, meat curtain is... I didn't know that. You said Jim and Daddy about to nip in that bud real soon. Why y'all keep saying Jake is gutter snipe? Wait, y'all said Gemma is gutter snipe? I cannot. I'm done with y'all. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Are we good? We good? We talked about everything we needed to talk about? I think we did. I think we good. I don't think Jake and Jim are gonna make it either, personally. Exactly, Jay. You gotta let your kids be kids and just trust that you taught them to be responsible. Yeah, now when she got mad, when she was like, so what you saying, I'm a pass around? And I was like, I mean, but girl, like, you literally is with his best friend. I mean, I'm not trying to shame you. I just think you just wrong. You could have broke up with Kevin and then got with his best friend. At least y'all wouldn't have been together. That's y'all said Jim and Daddy too worried about the Olympics. Child. So, okay. We almost through this. Did I talk about... Let me make sure. Let's talk about Keisha. So, I really love that Christian has not given up on Keisha. But he was asking too many questions. Like, what did you have? Or, how is the baby? And I'm just like, sir, we're asking too many questions right now. But maybe he didn't know no better. So, she was about to walk off. And I was like, Keisha, you better not run off from your blessing that the Lord sent to you, okay? I don't understand. But he asked her out on a date. And so she was like, well, let me think about it. And he was like, great. And she was like, I didn't say yes. He's like, well, your ass didn't say no either. And then she let him put his number in her phone. So I was like, you better go ahead and get the digits, Christian. I'm here for this. I really love that when they were on the date, that he was there for her. So they're having great conversation, and they both had athletes. They're both athletes who had dreams that were cut short, and so essentially he tries to touch her, and then she like pulls her hand back, and then she starts having a panic attack. And I really love how he talked her through it. He didn't get frustrated with her. He still wanted to continue the date on. I was like, oh Lord, please let this work out for Keisha. I just feel like Keisha needs a win at this point. But I do like that they're exploring how she is really having to reconcile with not being the person that she used to be, but also to not living the dreams of who she used to be, right? And so I told y'all that she was going to ask for this baby back. I told you she didn't want to do this adoption. So we see that she's breastfeeding. She's giving the breast milk to the new mom. She's having a conversation like, have you named the baby yet? And she was like, no. And then she was like, do you want to hold the baby? I said, baby, that's not a good idea. I thought it was too much for Keisha to be giving her breast milk like this. I don't know what the hell they worked out, but I was just like, that baby gonna have to do formula because that's not safe for you to still be seeing your baby that soon after giving birth, and the fact that you're still breastfeeding and everything. So she ends up holding the baby, and we see her crying, and we see her having a conversation with Christian over the phone. I love Christian. Lord, send me a Christian, please, Lord. I deserve it. But she's having this conversation with him, and then she goes downstairs and she sees her mom, and she basically says that she wants to get her baby back. And so I don't know what the hell is going to happen. But I definitely agree, Nathan, that she definitely should be in therapy. I don't know why they haven't, but I think maybe she didn't want to. I don't know. I think she was going to therapy. So I don't know. She is binding, and that's not typical for adopted babies. Yeah, like it's I was like, this is not normal for Keisha to be in this close proximity to her child. Like giving breast milk, it was way too much. It didn't make any sense to me. You said Olivia gonna be pissed when Keisha asked for that baby back. I was like, did they sign paperwork? Because I didn't see none of that happen. Look, that is definitely where Auntie Tab messed up, aka Olivia. So I don't know what the heck is happening. Christian is like an older, more mature papa. Y'all don't feel like Christian look like a young Russell Westbrook? Is that just me? I feel like that's what Christian looks like. Oh, you said he's very patient with Keisha. He did teach her some very good coping techniques. He's a really good dude. I was like, your parents raised you well. You said I'm judging you because you sitting up here talking about meat curtains and cooters. That baby gonna grow up looking like the daddy and acting like the dad. I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. You heard it in the yes. Wait, what? You said it looks like she gets the baby back. She can't provide a 2-parent home for the child. So it seemed like her mom really wasn't okay with that. I think she needs to really deal with the trauma first before giving the baby back. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah. So that's pretty much with Keisha. I know she's going to ask for this damn baby back. So I don't know why. I thought it was very weird that Olivia hadn't named the baby. Because for somebody who had been trying so long and so hard with her husband to get a child, I just felt like that's something you would have already had. It's just something that fell off with that. So I hope so too. Please don't give Christian no drama. Just let him be a normal person on the show that really his only problem is, is just not being able to live out his NBA dreams. I just want that to be, So yeah. I kind of feel you. I feel like they can rebound with her storyline now. But I want to see more Keisha because I really like Burgundy Baker who plays her. And I want to see so much more of her because I really did like Keisha as a character. So I'm interested to see what they do with her character. I hope that they make use of her more now that she's had the baby. So yeah, Keisha shouldn't have to agree to give the baby away so soon. Well, you give the baby away after you give birth because you don't want them to bond with the baby. Because if you bond with the baby, you're not gonna want to give the baby up. So actually, you're supposed to give the baby up when she has the baby. So you don't want them bonding with the kid too much. Oh, Gemma's definitely getting pregnant. Definitely getting pregnant. You think they'll give the baby back? That's why the baby wasn't named. Somebody in another discussion group said they think Christian is. Now, I did briefly think about this. I did briefly think about that, but I was like, what if he's related somehow? And I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. The shot feels like it'll never end. Why it feel that way? Nina definitely don't want to raise no other baby, okay? Okay, let me because we do need to talk about Nina. Let me get through. I mean, nothing really happening with Em and Tiff. Tiff and Dom, they get into it because this lady comes and she wants to acquire their edibles, and it's this white lady, and I'm just like, nah, this don't feel right. And essentially, Tiff is about just making quick money. Dom is like, nah, what's the catch? Like, we need to talk about this. And so they kind of get into it. And Emma kind of sides with Dom because he's just like, Tiff, you don't really be listening. I was like, she don't, because if she would have been listening to people, she wouldn't be with your ass either. But y'all, did they have to zoom in on Lala walking into the other room, just staring at her ass the whole time? I was like, so y'all gonna be disrespectful like this and just keep it on her ass the whole time? I mean, it was thick, okay? I don't want to objectify nobody, but it was sitting. It was sitting. You could sit something on top of it. So I'm just like, yeah, it was a lot, baby. It was a whole lot. I was just like, dang, Lala. Woo! I said, Lord, can you give me an ounce of what Lala got? Just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. Just give me a little bit of what she got, okay? Because I'll be married with kids and everything, okay? But we end up seeing that. What is his name? Iman Shepard. I don't know. Let me not say his name wrong. Tiana Taylor husband. He was on here. So basically Hannibal, who was Brandon's cousin. So yeah, so essentially he's gonna go into business with them. And basically he's gonna get 10% of the company, but he's gonna be an investor in order for them to keep their business black owned and to partner with other black people. Y'all think her butt fake? Dang, y'all think Lala got implants for real? Dang. Okay. I thought it was something real. Okay. Well, go ahead. I ain't trying to buy nothing. I just want the Lord to give it to me. I ain't got no money to be getting no butt. Shoot. We do see that Emma tells Tiff that he appreciates her for being patient with him. Woo, woo, woo. I don't know why they still married. It is what it is. I do want to end it on Dre and Jada now. So I'm glad that Trig and Imani basically ended up making up too. That's really it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't need to go through anything else with them. But let's talk about Nina, Jada, Dre, and this crazy entanglement that shouldn't have been an entanglement in the first place. So, wait, you saying that her and Kevin Garnett are together? Dang, y'all snitching on Lala. That's right. They snitching? Ooh. Who was gonna sleep with Iman first, Dom or Tiff? I say Dom is gonna sleep with him. Okay, so let's talk about Nina, okay? Jada's still alive. She's sick. At least she finally told Sway that she loves him. So look, I was happy that the couple who when Trig and Tracy was on their first like neighborhood watch thing, I'm glad that couple actually went to counseling because I didn't think that they were gonna go to counseling. So I was really happy for them. They definitely need counseling. They need the Lord to lay hands on them. But yeah, so the kid from that whole relationship, basically, that's gonna be the person that Kev gonna end up being with. So I was really happy that Jada was actually happy to acknowledge about how she is tired of having to be tough for everybody else but herself. But I don't understand how she can understand that and not understand that it's not fair to put Dre in the situation of basically having Dre lie to her wife. So I'm so sorry. I'm just really sleepy. So I thought that was weird. But also, I just think it's weird for Dre because, like, girl, just tell your wife what's happening. Like, tell her, like, look how, like, the reason we didn't tell you is because you can't hold water and you just can't, like, please just don't say nothing because this is something serious. I feel like if y'all would have told her don't say nothing, I mean, I just feel like, Lord, I don't think it would have been that bad, but this was just way too much. And so we see when Jada breaks down, Nina out here spying on her, and essentially Dre is still ignoring her wife's calls, talking about I'm gonna be home late, I'm still working. I'm just like, Dre, you don't even try to like lie good. You're a terrible liar. You're a really horrible liar. They've been friends since school. They've been best friends since school. So yeah. Dre is who? Social worker. So essentially, so she sees that she lies and she goes to the bar, she getting wasted. Then the brat come up like, you by yourself? And I was just like, did she not have her wedding ring on or something? But you know, a lot of people did tell me like when they get married, they say a lot of more people hit on you with a wedding ring. So I just don't understand. I just didn't get it. So, I mean, I was like, Nina, so you just gonna meet somebody at the bar? You just gonna go get you some? I was like, okay. I mean, I will have to say that the scene was filmed well. The sex scene, I love the lighting. I love the use of the mirror up top. I was like, okay, I'm here for that. I was like, okay, the Brad, you better slop it up. Now, if my parents are watching, I don't know what it means to slop it up, but I'm just saying, if I was, you know, having someone use me as an appetizer, then that's what I would want someone to do, is probably what the Brat's character was doing on the show. I'm just saying. But I love that they were playing Anita Baker. I was like, that was actually really well done. I really I like that whole little thing. Now, it didn't make sense for Nina to just go out and cheat that quickly instead of communicating and asking her wife what the hell is going on between her and Jada. I just felt like that's something that somebody would basically ask. It didn't make no sense to me, but I was just like, I'm just gonna go with it for the sake of the show. So we see that when she comes home, she's like, I need a shower. I was like, yeah, so you can wash all of that cheating up off of you. And then Dre is like, baby, you can't check out. You got to be here for the family. And then she was like, well, what are you doing? She was like, you not here for the family. She didn't say all of that, but basically Dre ends up telling her that Jada has cancer. She started breaking down. She was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, oh my God, man, if you would have just talked to your damn wife, you wouldn't have went to go sleep with somebody else. But see, the main problem behind all of this is Dre and Nina was having problems before the whole thing that happened with Jada. Remember, they were beefing when Keisha was missing. So they've been beefing for a really long time. So I guess we can't really say like she cheated so quickly. They've been having problems since like they got married, essentially. Whenever Keisha went missing, that's when they started having problems. Now, sir, why would you say this? Why would you say this? Who can I run to? They weren't playing it though. They was playing Anita Baker though, right? So I don't know what's gonna happen. It's clear she's having issues. I don't know what's gonna happen when she tell her wife what happened, but clearly she got that guilty conscience, okay? Because if you would have just had a conversation, you wouldn't have been busting it open for the brat. So I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, but I don't know. This episode was a little bit better to me than last week's episode, mainly because I do like the sex scene that was filmed with the brat and Nina. I don't even know the brat's character's name, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I really like the conversation that Trig and Hermione had with Jake and Gemma. I like that the whole thing with Christian and with Keisha and just showing these positive male influences, showing like there are good men that exist, good men who are willing to take care of their significant other and be there for somebody. So it's just a mixture. Everything they got going on with Doodah is just too much for me. Everything that they have going with the lack of communication with Nina and Dre is just, it's just so much. Dre is just such a terrible liar. The fact that like Dre even made it this long without getting cursed out by Nina makes no sense with me. But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know y'all hated it. It seemed like y'all really hated it, but this was better than last week. I was just like, yeah, we can't do this. Let's not do this anymore. But I don't know what's gonna happen. But just Tracy and Doodah don't need to be together. Y'all can give Tracy something else to do. Y'all could have gave Tracy a good man to come in and be with her. Y'all didn't need to put her with Doodah for the sake of having some drama. So I don't know. You said, why did he take Keisha to Smokies? Oh, because Keisha, well, first he was going to cook for her, but I think he wanted her to feel comfortable. And because she always eats at Smokies, that's why he wanted to take her somewhere where she felt familiar. I did think it was funny that when Kev told Emmett he wanted to get some Harold's, I was like, that has to be the first time I ever heard them mention Harold's on the show. And if y'all don't know, Harold's is a chicken place. It's really big in Chicago. They have a couple of Harold's here in Atlanta now, but it was a Midwest thing. It was a Chicago thing. I remember when they opened up a Harold's. I lived in Fairview Heights, Illinois. They opened up a Harold's, and I was too excited. So I thought it was funny that they just now mentioned Harold's, like since this is a show about Chicago, but we got everybody else restaurant. We had Brandon's Taco Stand, Smokies. Like, I'm just shocked that they actually mentioned it at this point. So now you know you going to hell for this. Tracy Show could have dated Gemma's dad. Did they ever explain what happened to Gemma's mom and why her mom isn't there? Like, did they ever, excuse my creaking chair, did they ever explain that at all? Because I don't think they did. Y'all all going to hell. Oh, the babies is so pretty, though. Oh, them babies so pretty. Yes, give me them baby hairs. How is Drake counseling people and telling them to communicate and she isn't taking her own advice? Now, at the end of the day, Dre is wrong because you can't put somebody else's, like, at the end of the day, Dre still put Jada before her wife. So Dre is still wrong. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but you can't you taking on Jada's burden as if your wife ain't got all this crap happening to her right now. Like, yeah, you can be there for your friend, but it ain't no reason why you lying to your wife about this. I mean, at the end of the day, Dre is still wrong. Ooh, like, Dre's still wrong. I know that nobody want to hear that. I know y'all like, well, Nina the one who was busting it open, but Dre is just as much to blame as well. You can't put somebody else before your wife unless it's the Lord. But yeah, like you can't do that. So Dre is just as complicit as Nina is for, now at the end of the day, they had issues before this issue. And so I think that's why it was so easy for Nina to basically go and have sex with somebody else. But I just think they're both wrong for not communicating. Like, wait a minute. Why you say Gemma dad look like he beat women? What? Which that randomly made me think of Married to Medicine, because Contessa husband make me feel that way. You just reminded me I need to watch part 1 of the reunion. Dre didn't communicate, nor was she there for Nina. You are absolutely right. You ain't said not one lie. You ain't said not one lie. What last questions do y'all have? Because I gotta go to bed and act like I have a job, and I need to. Why my armpits look ashy though? Dang. Dre got low. Do y'all put lotion on your armpits? You see how they look ashy? Ooh. Dang. Because somebody said Jim and Dad a better solution than Duda. You try to Google where Jim and Mama was. I thought I missed it. Nah, I don't know either. I don't know why it would be. She just doesn't trust Dre. I mean, it's not about having to be Nina's business, but Nina's her wife. You don't hold stuff from your partner. Like, if it's something that's gonna cause you to be away from your family, you need to have that conversation and be like, hey, my best friend is really going through something. I really need to be there for them. But you can't hold you can't hold that from your wife. Oh yeah, it's definitely Dre. You want to hot your whole body. Look, I'm trying to see what my armpits ashy. Secret makes a dermadio. Ooh, okay. Is it expensive? Nina is. That's right. I cannot. Not her mama left for Wakanda. Also, you once a week. Okay, see? Look at y'all coming through. Got me out here with ashy armpits. Why isn't Keisha being treated as a victim of trauma instead of a fast teen and not? I think she is. Why don't you think she is? Is the person playing Amani really trans? Yes, she's trans. Nina and Drake been beefing since week 3. I'm telling you, they really have been. Did Drake cheat before? I assume my spouse is cheating when they're doing their job. I wouldn't assume my spouse is cheating when they're doing their job. But at the end of the day, your spouse has a routine. If all of a sudden you working late, I said, now, baby, there ain't enough people in the world that be getting counseling this late at night. You are not still working like that. Like, Dre is just a terrible liar. It just don't make sense. Okay, it's only $4 or $5. Yes. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Jake and Gemma are foul. But yeah, everybody cheating on the shot. I was wondering why they called the episode Candyman, because I couldn't figure that out. Use baking soda in the shower to get it off. Dang, the regular soap don't be doing this. You feel like Keisha's been forced to give up her dreams? Yeah. She was lazy with the lies. I was like, no, Dre, even though you not cheating, you could at least like make up some better lies as if you did. Like, I was so disappointed. Exactly, Casey. Exactly. Do you think Jada would die? I think she will, personally. I don't think they know what else to do with her character. Yeah, Keisha's out of school. She is working at the Goodwill. I'm sorry. I'm just rubbing my face, so I can't wait to take this makeup off my face. Oh, I can? That's gonna make my ashiness go away? Karen said she won't come back. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know what happened. You said they need Emmett to grow up. I don't even know if he'll grow up from that. Nina ain't put up not nan fight, okay? Not nan fight. Not after I shave. I'm trying to get my armpits not to be ashy. I probably do need to shave though. Do I? We can get a couple more weeks out of that. About Keisha's gonna use. I don't think so. I think Keisha should move too. I think if I was Nina, I would have moved my kids out of there a long time ago. I don't think they're never gonna tell us what happened to Papa's daddy. You think that Kevin will be something out of college? I don't know. Ma'am, she took her braids out in the episode. She took them out. Exactly. You know, I would actually like for them to do a time jump with all the characters. I think that would be really cool for next season if they did a time jump and all the kids are grown now. I would really love to see what that looks like. Some vitamin C. Ooh, and vitamin C be sticky though. It's good for unfinished storylines. Yes. Yeah, he needs to be on one of them Scare Straight shows. So, okay. Does anyone have any more questions? Because when I say I am tired, okay, I am tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Let me know. Y'all got any last minute questions so I can go to sleep. But y'all don't think, last question before I go to bed. Y'all don't think it's weird that they had Brennan's mom come and shoot Duda and then she just disappeared and never come back again? Y'all don't think that's weird either? This is what I'm wondering. Good night, Nathan. I got some more interviews I'm posting this week. I forgot about Shad. Thanks, Casey. Look, I'm sick of working for the man. Now they said they angels looking down to see who next to go. Where was the bodyguard? I don't know where the hell that bodyguard was. He probably sent them away because he wanted to be alone with our girl. Yeah, I was shocked that they did it so early in the episode. This poor writer was also poor writer. We didn't get a definitive answer, so now I guess I'll take it. Yeah. I mean, Kev had a lot of chances. I don't necessarily feel that bad for him. You think Shy going back to prison? I don't know. Look, I thought it was gonna be Reggie who came back and shot Duda. You think he catching feelings? Wait, who catching feelings? You think Duda, did Rise leave him? I don't know if Rise left him. I just think he don't trust her. Oh, you think Shy was catching feelings for Imani? Who is Dakota? Oh, his mama? I thought they called her Peaches. I thought it was weird that she was conveniently on the roof to get him, but I was like, I'm not even finna be questioning a whole bunch of stuff because we already know that the writing be a little suspect at times. They was like, here the shooter. I think he is catching feelings for Tracy, but he still ain't ish. He is. Right, that escape girl. Right, Rosewood. Ooh, I would have loved that. But that she probably would have been like, I just played somebody like that on Greenleaf. Okay, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed and watch Married to Medicine before I go to sleep and take this makeup off. I hope that everyone has the most amazing week ever because y'all deserve. And I will have videos coming up this week. Zola, Black Widow, Boss Baby, the Forever Purge, all that ish coming. I got interviews coming with Don Cheadle, people from Sex Life. I actually have a whole lot of interviews, so y'all going to bear with me for 2 weeks. But yeah, but I will be giving y'all reviews all week. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. Protect your peace. Don't let nobody steal your joy. And just know your breakthrough coming. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I think like Papa didn't know. Like you might get down. Just know that like everything you're doing is for a purpose, and you got to keep working towards that goal. But I love you guys 3,000. Christian is not a weirdo lock, but yeah, sorry, that was a random side out first. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys. Actually, I think the Shy is gone for a couple weeks, isn't it? I think the Shy is gone. I think it's off for the holiday. Am I tripping? I think the Shy is gonna be off for like a week or two. I think it's gonna be off for a week or two. Let me see. They sent me a note about it. Oh, I lied. Yes. So the Shy will return on September on July 11th. Okay. So for 2 weeks it's gonna be gone. We're not gonna have our conversations. I'm sad, but I'm also happy I get a 2-week break. I can go to sleep on time for 2 weeks. But I will be back on the 11th to have this conversation. I think I like the live discussions. I might try to move them up. Do you guys think that we should keep it we can keep it at 10:30. I might move some up just because I'd be tired, baby. I'd be tired. So we won't. Oh, sorry. It's just one Sunday. I jumped the gun. I got a little bit too excited. But yeah, so I love you guys. I will chat with y'all in 2 weeks. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Be safe. Don't be doing nothing crazy with no fireworks. Wrap it up. That's for dead. But yeah, love you guys. I will see you soon. I'll have videos for you the rest of the week. But I hope you have a great night and a great week. Love y'all. Bye. We'll keep it at 10:30 then.